This is CBS 12 News at 3.
Thanks for joining us at 3:30. I'm Lily Ortiz.
I'm Jim Grimes. Well, the nation is averaging around 65,000 new cases of coronavirus each and every day, but it's a dramatic drop from the start of the year when cases were averaging more than 250,000 a day.
And the first doses of the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine are bringing hope and relief to communities across the country today. Reporter David Begnaud filed this report.
And just like that, Barbara Schmallenberger became one of the very first people in the United States to receive the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. David Begnaud, CBS News, Columbus, Ohio.
You're here to look at some of the numbers here. Over 102 million vaccines have been delivered across the country, and more than 15% of the country has at least received the first dose.
Florida and other states across the country are working to get vaccines into the arms of the underserved communities. Reporter Jerika Duncan has more on why the push is being met with some red tape.
Yes, congratulations, man.
It was a shot of confidence for 76-year-old Dennis Hobson.
Jerika Duncan, CBS News, New York.
And the COVID-19 vaccine may cause some false positives on cancer screenings. A new report released from the MD Anderson Cancer Center says that it's seeing an uptick in mammograms identifying false positive breast cancer. It has to do with swelling of the lymph nodes, which is the common side effect to getting the vaccine. Now, the swelling can impact results up to 6 weeks after vaccinations, and patients are being advised to wait 6 to 10 weeks after receiving the vaccine to schedule their exams unless they are overdue for screenings.
Well, still ahead on CBS 12 News at 3:30. For those who've had the virus, why new research shows it may be just as good as getting the vaccine.
And an Olympic-sized update on this year's games, who will not be in attendance.
And a big weather change moving through our area as we speak. A cool front on the map gave us some showers and clouds out there with noticeably cooler and drier air behind it. How cool it will be at your house tomorrow morning when I come back with your 7-day forecast.
You're watching CBS 12 News at 3.
Well, if you were planning a trip to Tokyo for the Olympics, you may want to cancel. A Japanese newspaper reported no foreign fans will be allowed. Many Japanese residents have expressed concerns with a spike in cases as more than 11,000 Olympic athletes come to the country. But the International Olympic Committee is hoping most athletes will come vaccinated. The Olympics starts July 23rd.
World Health Organization is now advising against using hydroxychloroquine to fight the coronavirus. A special panel of experts found that inflammatory drug has no meaningful effects on deaths or even hospitalizations when it comes to COVID-19. It could also increase the risk of some adverse side effects. That malaria drug was once touted by former President Trump and created a debate over its efficacy last March. The panel say they plan on releasing information about better drugs that will deal with COVID symptoms.
And some new hope today from a new report here that says that getting the virus may actually give you long-lasting protection against COVID-19. Medical reporter Liz Bonas shares why it also gives hope that the same kind of response may happen from the vaccine.
This new report coming from the National Institutes of Health. Well, we've known for a while that protection does wane over time. This new research sharing some encouraging news. When scientists looked at immune responses in more than 200 people who had recovered from COVID-19, I'm medical reporter Liz Bonas. We'll throw it back to you.
We'll still ahead at 3:30. Hints of hope. How social media helping one person's kindness turn into a nationwide gesture of inspiration.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Liz Quirantes, and here's what we're working on tonight at 5. Today marks the first day people under 65 can get the vaccine because of certain conditions, but they need special permission first. We'll explain that. Then the cost of learning loss. New information about how the lack of learning could turn into a lack of earning for your child as an adult. And Microsoft hack. What was compromised and what the tech company is urging people to do. That's all new when Jim and I see you tonight at 5.
All right, well, switching gears now. It all started as a simple gesture for a friend during this pandemic. But
as reporter Candace Scalise shows us, one woman's generosity is inspiring strangers around the nation.
Samantha and Brian, one woman's simple idea to help a friend during the pandemic is affecting more people than she ever thought. And social media is playing a big part in spreading joy to others. Facebook. And she tells me this experience has given her peace during the pandemic.
And they are talented.
Love the music, yeah.
Well, nice view of Jensen Beach, but it is cloudy in some parts of our area.
Yeah, Lulu, this is interesting because the clouds right now are limited to Palm Beach County. The cool front is pushed far enough south of the Treasure Coast to allow the sun to come back out with drier air. And boy, what a serene shot out there. And a wet, stormy Saturday, and then cooler and drier and breezy for the start of next week. Enjoy. We're back in a moment.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is this? Oh my God.
A Tennessee man had quite the weekend after reeling in a monster paddlefish.
I'm telling you. At least 100. It was at least 150 pounds.
The biggest ever at this lake and rivaling the world record. But we'll never know for sure because he let it go.
I guess I'm an idiot for letting it go, but we didn't kill it and it's still here swimming around, so somebody else catch it.
And before he released his fish, he managed to get that perfect picture proving his catch. If you've got some great pictures or video, share them with us on Chime In. You can find it on your station's mobile app or website, and show us something good. I'm Melanie Hastings.
Well, how about this? Your favorite vacation spot could be out of this world. New details have been released about the world's first ever space hotel. It's developed by Orbital Assembly Corporation. The Voyager station is expected to have restaurants, movie theater, a spa, some 400 rooms. Construction slated for 2025. So there you go, Lily. Book your appointment.
And they have a spa, which is great, too.
That's pretty cool, huh?
All right, thanks so much for joining us for this extended half hour.
We'll see you back here tonight at 5.